This ice cream machine can eat people. Just now, the boy found that it malfunctioned. In a moment of stupidity, reached in with a spoon to fix it.
I'm stuck!
The girl immediately came over to help. She pushed the blade back into place, and the boy quickly freed himself, but the next moment, firefighters quickly arrived, only to find the store crowded with students eagerly shooting videos, ready to make it go viral online. Seeing the girl trembling in pain, the team doctor checked her heart rate and quickly decided to cut the machine. He removed the back cover and then saw the girl's arm. The firefighters pressed the compressor and let the girl pull her arm out. Suddenly, a gush of blood sprayed out. It turned out she had injured an artery. They immediately prepared to give her intravenous fluids but found her veins had collapsed, making it impossible to insert the needle. At this point, the team doctor actually brought out a power drill, drilled into her bone, and directly infused the fluids into her marrow. After a moment, the girl finally regained her heartbeat and was sent to the hospital. A bloody hand was stuck in the door crack, frightening the firefighters enough to make your phone's second emoji. The manager said it was the night shift janitor who should have left before work, but unexpectedly, he discovered this scene upon arrival. What was even more despairing was that he had been trapped for 5 hours. And no matter how the captain called out, there was no response from inside. It seemed the man's on his last legs. After inspection, a firefighter proposed cutting the hinges on the door and dismantling it. Although this would inevitably crush the man's fingers, there was no other way to save his life. So, without delay, everyone quickly prepared to act.
Hey, wait. What if we put 2 Halligans above and below his fingers to preserve the gap, and then we pop the door on the hinge side, comes this way?
Yeah, good idea.
Without hesitation, they swiftly prepared, and with the captain's command, the door instantly fell, and the unsupported man collapsed. Upon examination, fortunately, the man still had a pulse. The paramedics didn't waste any time and immediately placed him on a stretcher to be taken to the hospital.
A poisonous snake was slowly crawling towards the baby, but the ignorant baby was still shaking a bell to attract its attention. Meanwhile, its parents were celebrating their wedding anniversary, but when the mother checked the home surveillance, she was terrified to see the snake, and her husband quickly dialed 911. The rescue team arrived and forced open the lock to enter. Soon, the crying of the baby caught their attention, and one of them hurried over to pick up the baby. Just as they were wondering where the snake was, it suddenly appeared, startling them. A female rescuer quickly grabbed a box to trap it. Meanwhile, the baby's parents rushed back, seeing their child unharmed, breathed a sigh of relief, expressing gratitude to the rescue team. At that moment, the leader noticed some clothes.
Where's your laundry?
The basement.
They hurried to the basement and were shocked by what they saw. The nanny had been bitten and had collapsed, surrounded by snakes. The rescuers used dry ice fire extinguishers to spray gas at the snakes, seizing the opportunity to carry the nanny away.
Check it out, the man's eyeballs are almost falling out, all because of these 2 troublemakers. They made an electric merry-go-round. They put the rear wheel of a motorcycle on the edge of the turntable, ignited it, clamped the throttle, and immediately it started spinning at a speed of 88 revolutions per second. The rubber tires quickly smoked and then caught fire. Little Black tried to stop the motorcycle, but the fire was too intense. He tried several times but failed. The firefighters arrived and immediately extinguished the fire, then grabbed the turntable and slowly brought it to a stop. Oh my god, his eyes are so scary. They quickly lifted him down. After examination, his pupils were severely dilated, his eyeballs had detached and protruded from the eye sockets. Black Sis dripped eye drops for him, then pressed his eyeballs back with her hand, and soon the man regained consciousness. Looking at the people nearby, the team leader contacted the police. They would be arrested for disturbing public order.
I don't think you're posting that without our permission.
Yeah, even if you did, it's gonna get us more followers.
After watching the video, the man sighed.
I really need new friends.
Late at night, a car crashed into the fire department, and the next moment, a completely naked girl got out of the car, shocking everyone into your phone's first emoji. The girl's eyes were vacant, showing no reaction. She was sleepwalking. No one dared to wake her up, but the captain couldn't let the girl stay naked, so he ordered Buck to quickly fetch a blanket. Just as the captain was covering the girl, she suddenly woke up. A female firefighter immediately embraced the girl, comforting her, and she finally calmed down. During the medical examination, the girl mentioned she had a history of sleepwalking, but crashing into the fire department was definitely a first. Buck was puzzled, knowing yourself sleepwalked. Why would you sleep naked?
And feel a breeze.
With the situation clarified, the firefighters prepared to take the girl to the hospital for a comprehensive examination.
What do we do about her car?
My car?
The one you almost ran us over with?
Weird. I don't have a car.
A boy fell into the silo, and the corn sucked him in deeper like quicksand. Soon, the rescue team arrived. they decided to set up a ladder from the top to enter. With each step, they laid down a plank underneath. As they got closer, they put a rescue collar around him and inserted isolation boards around him. Then they used a vacuum to suck out the corn, reducing the pressure around the boy. Just as the boy was about to be rescued, an accident happened. A female team member's safety rope suddenly broke, and she sank instantly from the waist down. The captain signaled everyone not to move, but a male team member ignored the command and removed his safety rope against orders. What was supposed to be a hero rescuing damsel scene turned into both of them getting stuck together. The captain had no choice but to order the people outside to use a chainsaw to cut open the silo. He told the boy to take a deep breath and release the collar, or else he would be torn apart by the tremendous force. After cutting open the silo, the corn gushed out, and all three of them were washed out, luckily unharmed. Wax suddenly poured down, and the woman let out a painful scream, causing the beautician to be scared into your phone's first emoji. The wax on her face had completely solidified. Half an hour later, when the firefighters arrived, her mouth and nose were completely sealed shut. If she didn't get fresh air soon, she would succumb to suffocation. However, melting this type of wax requires 100 degrees Celsius. The firefighters quickly cleared the wax from her mouth. They thought this would restore her breathing, but unfortunately, the wax had already blocked her airway. In desperation, they had to puncture the wax and prepare to administer oxygen. Unexpectedly, the firefighters noticed something familiar. It turned out that last week, the woman had been in another accident, all because she had bought a lucky bracelet online. But little did she know that as soon as she put it on, an accident occurred.
Do you know how tough female firefighters can be? Catching a falling person with bare hands. Just a moment ago, a man and his wife were kissing on the balcony when the wife fell directly. Luckily, there was a billboard to catch the woman. The man quickly dialed for rescue. The firefighters promptly arrived, and the captain immediately assigned tasks. Buck descended from the top floor. Lucy and Chimney were responsible for removing the windows, while others cleared the ground. As Buck secured the ropes preparing to descend, Black Mamba noticed the billboard's rope was breaking, and the woman couldn't hold on much longer. Meanwhile, Chimney removed the glass, and Buck prepared to give her the gear, but the woman exerted force, causing the rope to snap. Oh my god, Lucy caught her. Chimney quickly helped pull them both back up.
This sister came to the fire station to sell things. As soon as the firefighter saw it, he was instantly shocked like the third emoji from your phone and carefully took it over. It turned out that the box was full of grenades. The woman said that these were the relics left by her deceased husband. The firefighter quickly ordered the evacuation of others and instructed the members to take the grenades for safekeeping. The woman came to the captain and said she thought these were toys and had already sold 3 of them. The captain said that 2 grenades had already exploded, and now they needed to quickly find the third one. So the firefighters swiftly distributed missing grenade notices everywhere. At this moment, a boy said he knew where the grenade was, so the firefighter rushed over. When he found it, several children were playing with the grenade, and the boy already pulled the pin. The firefighters told him the grenade was real, but as long as you don't release the grip, it won't explode. He slowly approached, and the next second, the boy threw the grenade directly to the firefighter and ran away. In desperation, the firefighter quickly threw it into the nearby pool.